I welcome you all to lecture 1 last annotation video. The topics here would be simple and very precise and very short. So let's begin. The first thing to concentrate or focus on here is the internet, how the internet works, what are the rules that internet follows, etc. Now let's begin with the concept of internet. The first question when we deal with internet is what is it? These are the effect of internet. It has improved our lives, revolutionized our concepts and aspects of our daily lives. It affect it affected the way we do business as well as we spend our leisure time. And the internet is the communication system that has brought a wealth of information to our fingertips and organized it for our use. Now, internet is the interconnection of networks. In simple words, interconnection of networks. What we see or search from our convenient place, staying from here in our country, and we can get the information from a distant place, say for example from another continent, in our fingertips. So internet in a nutshell is the interconnection of networks. So let's proceed further. Now this is the view how the internet actually works. At first we see here is the backbone, and there are some peering points which connects the backbones to provider network, and there are many different backbones, backbone number 1, and this is number 2, 3, etc. Now the internet works in this way. Backbone provides the basic structure for internet. The peering point connects all the different types of backbone. In our country, BTCL provides the backbone, and there is actually no peering points. Only one backbone in our country is provided by BTCL, and it's shared with different provider network. For example, we use internet service provider ISPs, or we use the mobile data connectivity of our mobile operators, for example Grameenphone, Robi, etc., Banglalink. So they are the provider networks, and we use that as a customer. And this is how the internet works in a country. And next step is to follow the hierarchical organization of internet. The structure of a national ISP. ISP is the abbreviated form of Internet Service Provider, ISP. The national service provider provides a connection to regional ISP. For example, if we have the original NISP or National ISP of Bangladesh, which is provided by BTCL, then we distribute this network. Say for example, regional ISP for Dhaka, DHK in the abbreviated form, regional ISP for Rangpur or Rajshahi, and then these are the local ISP that we pay bills for our internet to, and at the end these ISPs provide our network with internet. Interconnection of the national ISPs is maintained by a NAP, which is the abbreviated form of Network National Access Point, not network. Correction, it would be Network Access Point, which joins the various national ISPs to a common channel, which fosters or brings the communication between different countries via internet. So let's go forward. We have previously discussed about what do we understand by data communication. What are the components of the data communication? There was a component which we called protocol. It is to be performed or be familiar with the sender and receiver, both parties. And here we define two widely terms, protocol and standards for internet. So at first, we decide what is internet. We have already discussed that internet is the interconnection of networks. Now what is protocol? Protocol is kind of rule, and standard are the rules that we agree upon. For example, if we agree that our medium of instruction is English, then it is a standard in our university. And if I say that I will discuss your contents in Bengali, that is a rule that I follow in my class or in our class. That is the difference between protocol and standard here. So let's go forward. These are the key elements and the formal definition for protocol. Protocol is a set of rules that governs data communication. As we have discussed in the components of data communication, protocol is a set of rules that governs data communication. It defines what is communicated, how it is communicated, and when it is communicated. These are the key elements of a protocol: syntax, semantics, and time. Syntax, you will see in detail in compiler design course in ninth semester. But here, for the record, this is the simplest definition there is. The structure or format of data, meaning the order in which they are presented. And semantics is refers to the meaning of each section of bits, how a pattern is interpreted, and action to be taken. And timing is the reference to when data should be sent and how fast they can be sent. Now let's discuss a little bit about syntax. Syntax is the structure or format of data. What am I conveying is that the data is sent in binary format or plain human language format or hexadecimal format is decided by the syntax of the protocol. And semantics refer to the meaning of each section of bits, how a pattern is interpreted, and what action to be taken. We will use these semantics very frequently from now on. And timing is very critical for our data communication because it refers when data should be sent and how fast they can be sent. We have to understand the speed, the capacity of the transmission medium in order to send data. If we try to send more than the capacity of a transmission medium, the message will not be sent properly. As a result, data communication would face some serious problems, and it is very essential that the timing should be right. The standards The standards are the essential in creating and maintaining an open and competitive market for equipment manufacturers. What this single definition says to us, tells us that if we want to communicate in various platforms, there at least needs to be some standard. At least a set of rules that would be familiar for both the sending and receiving sides, so that every equipment is usable with various other equipments or compatible with various other equipments. For example, we can use Bluetooth for Windows, for Linux, and for macOS. The standard is RICO to guarantee national and international interoperability of data and telecommunications technology and processes. For example, our best known standard is 802.11. What does this 802.11 means? It is the set of local area network protocols which controls media access control and physical layer protocols for implementing wireless local area network or Wi-Fi. It is very useful at our day and time. And now here comes the categories of data communication standards. One is de facto, another is de jure. The standards that have not been approved by an organizational body but have been adopted through widespread use, that is the TCP/IP model, is the de facto standard. De jure is the standard where they have been legislated by official recognized body, that is the OSI model. Now here is the picture of administration of internet. it is not so important of a topic, so I will leave you to self study it. If you have any problem understanding it, you should feel free to contact me. Thank you all, and this is your week 1 completion slide. Hope you understand that. See you in next annotation video. Thank you all.